to the Picks Show, everybody, for 2016 for Conference Championship Weekend. Why do we call it Conference Championship Weekend? Well, most of your college football games are championship games. Outright championship games. Now, my boys from the Big 12 don't have one yet. 2017, they'll have one. So they have a couple of games this weekend. Plus, we'll preview the MAC championship game, the Pac-12 conference championship game, the Atlantic, the AAC conference championship game, Conference USA's conference championship game, the SEC title game, the Western Conference, the Mountain Western Conference championship game, the Big Ten championship game, and the ACC championship game. All that coming up next. Don't move a muscle. With the Big 12 not being eligible for a conference championship game, officially title game this year, they split to 3 more games to be played this weekend, on Championship Saturday, including an 11 a.m. kick between Kansas State at TCU. That one will be on Fox Sports 1. I'm going to go with Kansas State in this ball game. I think that their defense is just really going to be able to mess with the the TCU quarterback, the former A&M quarterback. 30 minutes after that, at 11:30 on Fox, up the road in Norman, you'll have Bedlam, Oklahoma State and Oklahoma, for outright championship possibilities. If Oklahoma State's going to win this ball game, what they've got to do is they've just got to come in with a knock of, we want to do this. We know how to do this. They've done this before. In fact, 2 years ago they've done this, and they weren't scared, which helped them 4 years ago. In 2012 when we played them, Landry Jones' senior year, Blake Bell in for the touchdown. Again, Oklahoma State was not scared in that ball game either. Oklahoma State actually trailed through a majority of that ball game and didn't lead the ball game till the final play when Brendan Clay ran in overtime. So, don't be scared, Oklahoma State. You could do this. You've done this the last 2 years. You've taken this game to overtime. Now, what if you're Oklahoma? If you're Oklahoma, what you've got to do is you've got to make what I just said. They've been here for 2 straight years. Take that feeling out of it. Go right down and score on the first couple of possessions. Prove that you are a stronger team, a better team, and a more effective team on the field that most people feel like you are. Go out there and prove it. The other Big 12 game, one more in the 2:30 slot. Baylor will be in Morgantown against West Virginia on Fox Sports 1. I'm going to go with the Mountaineers. Now, Friday night, that's when things really get interesting because the MAC championship game will be played at the Ford Field in Detroit. There you will have Western Michigan at Ohio. I'm actually going to go with Western Michigan in this ball game. I've been all about Ohio getting here. If you've watched my last few videos, I love Ohio. But Western Michigan has won 10 games for a reason. That's why. And it's basically, it's a little bit more of a home game for Detroit, to be honest. In Ford Field. Not so much of a home game, because it will be played at Levi Field in San Francisco, and that will be at 8 p.m., and that will be the Pac-12 Conference Championship game, Colorado and Washington. I'm going to go with Washington. Colorado, like we talked about earlier, I think that Washington just knows how to win. I'm not going to say Colorado doesn't know how to win, but Washington has been in these close ball games, and they've won these close ball games. So I think they're going to win it. Saturday, 11 a.m. kickoffs. The other 11 a.m. kickoffs include Troy at Georgia Southern on ESPN2. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern. The AAC title game, I'm actually going to go with Navy in this ball game, since it's going to be at Navy. Conference USA, Louisiana Tech, I think, is going to win the Conference USA title game. 12 p.m., you'll have New Mexico at South Alabama on ESPN3. I'm going to go with South Alabama. 2 o'clock p.m., you'll have ESPN3. You'll have the University of Louisiana Lafayette at the University of Louisiana Monroe. I would go with Monroe. At 3 o'clock, Florida and Alabama will play. SEC championship game in the Georgia Dome. I'm going to go with Alabama. Georgia State at Idaho at 4 o'clock will be on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Idaho. ESPN2 will then later have, at 6:30, we'll have Arkansas State at Texas State. I'm going to go with Arkansas State in this one. The Mountain West Conference title game, Wyoming at San Diego. San Diego. I'm going to go with Wyoming. 7 o'clock p.m., the nightcap, 2 of them. Fox. Big Fox. We'll have the Big Ten championship game from Lucas Oil Field between Wisconsin and Penn State. I'm going to go with Penn State. Wisconsin. I think they're kind of mad at themselves on the way that they played against Minnesota, and they're going to come out and prove something. But they are the same team. We are who we thought they were, if you will, for Denny Green. God rest his soul. So I think they're going to win that one. And the ACC title game in the Citrus Bowl is between the University of Clemson and Virginia Tech. Now, my Sooner Schooner helmet is off to a former Sooner, Justin Fluente, for doing what he's done and getting his Hokies here. But I'm going to go with Clemson. They're going to be Clemsoning, maybe for back-to-back playoff appearances. As will Alabama, by the way. Be looking forward to back-to-back conference championship appearances. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Y'all know the drill. You can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Check me out on the rest of my YouTube broadcasts, Boomer Sooner 1982. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the final weekend of college football. See y'all week 1 of 2017. I'm out of here.